This is a collection of videos I found while searching the internet that genuinely freaked me out the most. Some of these are unexplainable, and I hope you enjoy. Stick around for a scary story at the end. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more scary stories. This TikTok account posted this first video you're about to see. In this video, a guy seemingly relaxing, ready to go to sleep, hears a slight creaking sound. It's his bedroom door opening slowly. He immediately grabs his phone and starts recording. What he sees next is simply terrifying. In case you missed it, pause and look closely. It does not look like something from this world. The mysterious creature disappeared, but after a while it comes back, standing upright this time. It opens the door wider, as if toying with its prey. At this point, what do you think the guy in the video should do? What do you think will happen next? The following bit reveals our worst nightmares. Take a look. This creature seemed to be hunting for food. It also seemed to take on the form of an older man to seem defenseless and weak. But make no mistake, this is no ordinary man. The guy in the video struggles to get out of the bed while wrestling the creature. He manages to escape and runs downstairs. I found this next video that was posted by this TikToker about an experience that occurred while on a late night shift. It is very quiet and apparently had been storming on and off all day long. No one else is at the job site, but for whatever reason there is a haunting reflection on the TV.
So I'm just sitting here watching Scooby-Doo. You know, it has been storming on and off all night. You can see there is nothing standing over here, right? But look. What the fuck is that?
Clearly there is no one else around the employee. Yet there is a creepy reflection of what seems to be an elderly person in a nightgown just staring.
What is that? Like, this is me.
As the video goes on, the reflection seems to be getting closer and closer to the employee. Was it the spirit of an elderly woman that passed, or something more sinister? What was its intent? Let me know in the comments below.
But there's nothing there. And like, I turn...
The following TikTok account, known for its scary content, had posted what seems to be an anonymous video of a person petrified by what they were looking at. Something was outside the person's door and was desperately trying to break in. Take a look. You can see more of what was trying to open the door in this next part. This is where it really starts ramping up. Have you ever heard of the uncanny valley? The uncanny valley is a psychological phenomenon describing the eerie, unsettling feeling people experience when something looks or moves almost human, but not quite. This next video is a perfect example. They say that you need to watch out for liminal realities, as they are easy to slip into. These are the kinds of beings that exist in those spaces. If you made it this far, welcome. Now it's time for a short disturbing story about a liminal reality where nothing is as it seems. I missed my exit at 1:17 a.m. The GPS froze somewhere outside of town. Signal gone. The road stretching like a black ribbon into nowhere. I told myself I'd turn around at the next sign, but when I saw the exit, a faded green one that read, Service Road, I took it. It should have looped back to the highway. Instead, it took me somewhere else. The ramp curved for what felt like minutes. The streetlights blinked out one by one behind me until my headlights were the only light left. When the road finally leveled, it ended abruptly in a parking lot, cracked concrete, pale under the moonlight. An empty building sat beyond it. It looked like a strip mall or an old office complex. The kind of place that used to have life. Potted plants, open signs, soft music, but had been dead for years. Still, the front doors were lit. I should have turned around. Instead, I parked. Inside, fluorescent lights buzzed overhead. The air smelled faintly of cleaner and old carpet. I walked past a reception desk covered in a thin film of dust, toward a long hallway lined with vending machines and posters for businesses that didn't exist. Happy Smile Dental will keep you bright. Room A113, staff only. The weird part wasn't that it was empty. It was that it looked maintained. Floors vacuumed, bulbs replaced, and there was a sound. A low electric hum, like a vent or generator, coming from somewhere deeper inside. I turned a corner and saw another hallway, then another, then another. Every corridor looked the same. Yellow walls, gray carpet, humming lights. I walked faster. The first time I noticed something was wrong, I checked my phone. 1:17 a.m. Still, I swore I'd been walking for at least 20 minutes. I tried to backtrack to the entrance, but every turn led somewhere new. The reception area was gone. That's when I saw the sign. A sheet of paper taped to the wall at eye level. Words typed in bold black font. Welcome, traveler. There are rules. Don't stay in one room for more than 10 minutes. The walls remember faces. If you hear footsteps behind you, don't turn around. Don't trust anyone who looks like you. Keep moving. If you find an exit sign, don't go toward it. I laughed. A sharp, nervous sound. Someone's prank, I thought. Internet horror made real. I crumpled the paper and shoved it in my pocket. But then I heard the footsteps. Soft at first. Rubber soles on carpet. I froze. The sound stopped too. I turned slowly, even though the paper said not to. No one there. Just another hallway stretching into the distance, the hum of the lights louder now. I took a step backward. The lights above me flickered once, twice, then went dark for a heartbeat. When they came back, There was a shadow at the end of the hall. It looked like me. Same hoodie, same shoes, same slouched stance. It didn't move. Neither did I. Then it smiled. I ran. Hallway after hallway blurred by until my lungs burned. The hum of the lights followed me, vibrating through the walls. Somewhere behind me, I heard the rhythm of my own footsteps repeated, perfectly timed, like an echo that had learned to walk. When I finally stumbled into a wide open area, I thought I'd escaped. Rows of plastic chairs, a reception desk, potted plants, a waiting room. My relief died when I looked at the clock above the counter. 1:17 a.m. The second hand wasn't moving. I sat for a moment, catching my breath. The air felt heavier here, thicker. I pulled the crumpled paper from my pocket, smoothing it out with trembling hands. The letters looked sharper now, darker, as if reprinted. And there was a sixth rule added at the bottom. When the lights go out completely, hide. That's when the hum stopped. Silence fell so suddenly that I could hear my heartbeat. Then, one by one, the lights overhead began to die. Click, click, click. The darkness spreading toward me like spilled ink. I dove behind the reception counter. My breath came out too loud. I clamped a hand over my mouth. Something moved in the dark. Not footsteps this time. More like fabric dragging on carpet. A long, scraping shuffle that passed close enough I could hear the whisper of it brushing the chair legs. And underneath that, a sound like breathing, slow and steady. I don't know how long I stayed hidden. When the lights buzzed back on, the room was empty again. Only the clock had changed. 1:18 a.m. Finally, I kept walking. There wasn't anything else to do. Every room felt stranger now. Too symmetrical. Too still. The walls hummed faintly like they were alive. I started marking my path with vending machine snacks, placing them at corners. But whenever I circled back, the food was gone. Once I passed a mirror on the wall. My reflection lagged a half-second behind me, and it didn't blink. Hours, or maybe minutes, later, I saw it. A red exit sign glowing at the end of a corridor. Rule number 5, don't go toward it. But the air smelled different here, cooler. I could almost feel night breeze brushing my face. I ignored the warning and ran. As I got closer, I realized the light wasn't neon. It was firelight, flickering behind the plastic letters. And when I touched the door beneath it, the surface pulsed, like skin. The wall shuddered and a sound rippled through the corridor. A deep, wet inhale. I backed away, heart slamming against my ribs. Behind me, the lights began to hum again, but now it sounded like a whisper, like 100 voices speaking all at once. Stay. I don't know how long I've been here now. The clock says 1:17 again. It always does. I've stopped trying to find the exit. The hallways shift too often. Sometimes I find more of those notes. The rules change slightly each time. New instructions, new warnings. The last one I found said, 7. When you start to forget your name, you're almost home. I think I understand what that means now. Because sometimes, when I look into the mirrors, I see someone else walking toward me. They look tired, pale. They mouth my name, but I can't remember it anymore. The fluorescent lights buzz overhead, eternal and endless. The hum feels comforting now. I think the walls know me, and maybe, just maybe, I was never supposed to leave.